everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StamperCrew.com. I want to welcome you to our weekly tutorial. We're a little bit early today, but I will have my samples and instructions, measurements, supply list, all of that good stuff later today on my blog. Before we get started, I did a drawing for last week's project. It was this adorable Thanksgiving sampler, and so Tony Baker won the sampler. So Tony, I will be getting with you later about getting that to you. Alright, so today I have this adorable gift card holder I wanted to share with you. It's very simple, very quick and easy to do. Isn't that cute? We're using the Poinsettia Petals suite, and I wanted to show you another sample. We're actually on the one we're going to make, we're going to bling it up just a little bit. But this is another one, and we had made this Halloween card during our retreat, but this is just one of my favorite things we did. I used the cobweb embossing folder, and then I spritzed it with some shimmery white, not shimmery white, I think it's champagne, or maybe it was shimmery white paint, mixed with some alcohol. Put that, can you see how shiny that is? And some of the black glimmer paper. Then on the inside, just trick or treat. I send a lot of gift cards, and I usually, a lot of times I'll send Halloween gift cards to my kids because they like Starbucks. So they all live out of town now, so I send those almost every year. But with postage rates going up, gift cards are an awesome way to send gifts to people in the mail for a lot less than it would cost to ship something. So let me show you how to make this. Alright, so I started out with just a piece of soft suede cardstock. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4. So this is our background because the whole card doesn't open up, just our little gift card part. Then I took a piece of real red cardstock, and this is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I used the textured, let's see, let's get our catalog out. It's the Tasteful Textile 3D Embossing Folder. It's page 185 of the annual catalog. I love this. It gives some fun texture. If you can you see that texture in there? Alright. I'm just going to use a little bit of my Combo liquid glue to put this on. I love this stuff. I don't put a whole lot. You don't really need a whole lot. A little bit will go a long way. Alright, so that's the base. Then we have a piece of designer paper, and this is, let me show you, this paper is gorgeous. It's the Poinsettia Petals Designer Series Paper Pack, page 15 in the mini catalog. And this one is great. It has a lot of nice, beautiful prints, but it also has some subtle prints. So I'm using the wood grain print from this one. On the back it's got some berries, so it coordinates really nice with our colors. So this is 9 inches wide by 4 inches tall, and then I've scored it at 3 and 6 inches. I can't really see, but I'm just going to go ahead and fold on those score lines, and you can give it a quick burnish. I'm just folding them both to the inside, because this is going to fold in like this, and then it will close like that. So I'm going to close it up, give it one more good press. You know what? We'll just flip that to the back. If you wrinkle it, flip it to the back. Although my berries will be upside down. Will that be okay? I think it'll be okay because I'm going to cover that. Alright, so I'm going to take my 1.5 inch circle punch. I have an old one, and we're going to center it on the front panel and just do about a little less than half a punch, and then that's going to make the pocket for our gift card. So let's just put a little bit of glue. You don't want a lot because you don't want it squeezing out or too close to the edge, but pretty close here. And I just put it along that side and the bottom. And fold that in. Give it a press and let that dry. Then for the inside of the card, I've just cut a little bit of soft suede cardstock. And that should be about, it's just an 1/8 of an inch smaller. So our panel is 3 by 4. So this is going to be, I think I cut it at 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. So it's just slightly smaller. Oh, that's not good. I am just dropping things all over the place this morning. It's just slightly smaller than our panel. I can get rid of that glue. You know, I am not known for my gracefulness. That is for sure. Definitely not graceful. Okay, so I'm using the Poinsettia, what's the name of the stamp set? Poinsettia Petals stamp set. I'm going to put my larger sentiment on the inside. Alright. Make sure that that is dry. We'll do on the back, and then we'll just, I did this an 1/8 of an inch smaller, so this is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. Now, to bling this up just a little bit, I'm going to step it up just a little. This isn't bling, but I'm going to add another panel of soft suede behind it, just to kind of pop that up. So let's glue this, the back, to soft suede. So if this is 4 inches by 3 inches wide, I did this panel at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Just cut just slightly larger. Let's make sure we're opening up properly, because that's always a concern. And then we'll just glue this to the center of our textured panel. Just like that. Okay. It's staying closed really well because I have glue inside there. I might just leave it. I don't know. Alright, so using the poinsettia dies, I have die cut 3 pieces of, cut 4 of our gorgeous felt sheets. Or not felt, they're velveteen, what are those called? I'll put a mark. Red velvet paper. Red velvet paper. Can you see the detail on that? It's hard for me to see if I get up too close to my camera. So the petals, the dies emboss, and then they cut as well. Isn't that pretty? You could also use the red foil sheets, but I thought I would go with the red velvet because I love that pretty rich Christmas texture. Alright, so we need some dimensionals. I'm going to glue this first one down. Not a whole lot of glue, just a little bit. Let me glue this first one down. Let's see, we'll do the pointy leaf up to start. Alright, then I'm going to pop each of the next layer up. So I'm just putting one small mini dimensional in the middle of each one, and then alternate the petals. Let's see. It's now stuck to my finger. Alright, just move it up. Trying to get my centers lined up as well. And then we need a little one for this little pink center. Okay. Rotate there. And then I've cut a little foil center out. So we're going to pop that up too, because why not? This is Christmas. And if we didn't have to wrap anything, we can afford to spend a little extra time and bling up our card. Okay, so I have a 5/8 inch strip of very vanilla cardstock, and I'm using soft suede ink. I'm just going to stamp my smaller sentiment on here, hopefully centered. I'm going to close up my ink so that I don't get it everywhere because, you know, not graceful, and that will happen. Okay, I'm going to trim off a little bit off the ends, and then I'm going to flag my ends of this. We do have a punch. I know most of you like to use a punch if you can. You know me, I like to live dangerously. So, yeah, that wasn't as good. Let's just trim that side a little bit more. A little bit too long. Okay, much better. Alright, so we're going to pop this up as well. With just, oh, I knew what I was going to do and I forgot. I was going to add a little bit of ribbon to hold it closed. But because I have extra glue, it holds it closed anyway. So an option you can do is wrap this around your gift card holder part, the designer paper, and then tie it in a little bow so that you can hold it closed if it doesn't want to stay closed. So, because I forgot to do that, I'm just batting 1,000 today, aren't I? I'm just going to add a fun little gold, and this is some gold cord from the one of our ribbon combo packs. I'm just going to add this. It needs to go somewhere. I just wanted to add a little extra sparkle. I might just stick that kind of right in there. Let's see if I have a glue dot handy. These are left over from my paper pumpkin kit, so I will just use one of these. I'm going to just stick this right here in between those petals. Pop that off. Alright. Let's stick this on right here. Just to add a little sparkle, and then I think I have some little gold, pretty gold sparkly enamel dots. And let's put 2 of these on here too, maybe 3. Whoops, where'd it go? It went flying. We'll put 1, 2, and then we'll put another one over here. Get it off my finger. I think we'll put it on this side since we'll just put them up in the corner. So that kind of balances it out. So we have 1, 2, and then this focal point down here. Okay, isn't that sweet? I know you would love to get one of these in the mail, as would anyone. If you get extra glue, we don't carry these adhesive removers anymore. But you can find these at your local craft store or online, and they're really great for getting extra adhesive off. Some of us need this because we're very messy stampers. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our card today. Make sure to comment on this video, and I will put you into a drawing for next week. And you can win all 3 of those cards. Halloween's almost over, but you can save it for next year. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.